Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Fikri. This video is the summarized video about the week 9 activity. Firstly, I want to introduce about the PLC trainer. Firstly, this PLC trainer is built in Omron PLC. It is a CP1E and 20 DRA. And this is a USB port. And this is input channel from 0.00 until 0.11. And this is the output channel from the 100.00 until 100.11. If we want to control from this switch, we may select the switches to the mix. And then if you want to use the external hardware, we must select to the mix this input external hardware. After that, the output selector have 4 components. This have lamp selector. So if we trigger the lamp will turn on. And if you trigger the external output will trigger. And this is a HMI, human machine interface. This is a 24 volt. Yeah, that's all. For the exercise 1, momentary push button, both are normally open type using Boolean switches for PLC trainer. So firstly, a pulse switch is used to start the lamp, and another pulse switch is used to stop the same lamp. The lamp will remain on even when the start button is released, assuming that both the start button are physically normally open type. Firstly, I draw the ladder diagram on the CX programmer. When I press the start button, IR1 will become high and open contact will be closed, and current flow through the for rung 1 normally open. Contact will close, the current will to the lamp, so the lamp will turn on. However, when I press again the start button, which is this, the current will remain flow through the latch IR1 and the lamp will remain on. After that, when I push the stop button, the current will stop, will not flow the IR1, and the lamp will turn off. Now we want to connect the CX programmer to PLC using the USB cable. We don't have hardware connection because we use internal connection only. Switch 0 is start and switch 1 is stop. Switch 0 is start and switch 1 is stop. When we press the switch 1, which is the start button, the lamp will light up. Same goes to the what we discussed. When we release the start button, the lamp will remain light up. When we press the stop button, current will interrupt and lamp will turn off. And this is for the momentary push button using internal switches. This is exercise 2. We use the external connection and hardware, which is two switch push-up button, 0.00 and 0.01 will be connected to the start and stop button. The lamp will be connected to the 100.00. As we see there, the start button will connect to the 24 volt. Start button will connect to the 24 volt, and connect to the 0.0.00, and the stop button will connect to the 0.01. The common port will connect to the 0 volt. The input selector must be changed to the external connection. Without pressing any button, the lamp will not turn on. When the start button press, the indicator will light up and lamp will turn on. When we release the start button, the lamp will remain on due to the parallel connection that we use to the start and stop button. When we press the stop button, there are no current flow and the lamp will remain off. When we release it, nothing happen and to the connection due to there are no current flow. The difference between the input switch and the input here is only the internal and external. You want to use internal, we just switch to the mix, and if you want to use the external, just use to the external here. After that, for access touch tree, we using the external hardware. We are using the normally open start and normally close stop button. This is normally close start button, as this is normally open start button. This is the push button. This is a ladder diagram for this exercise. Firstly, the start button will connect to the 0 volt, and this start button will connect to the 0 volt, and connect to the 0.00. Stop button will connect to the 0 volt and will connect to the 0.01. Input common port will connect to the positive. When at the normal condition, even in the ladder diagram using normally open for the stop button, but the PLC trainer detect normally close contact. When we see here, we use the 0.01 with the normally close button, but here we use the normally open at the ladder diagram, but still the PLC detect normally close because we use the normally close button. When the start button press, the lamp will turn on. Indicator 0.01 will light up. When the start button release, the indicator 0.01 will not light up, but the current still flowing and the lamp still flow. Lamp is still on. When the stop button press, the contact will open and no current flow to the lamp will turn on. Even when we release the stop button, still don't have current flow. Now let's see what happened when we use the normally close for the stop button on the ladder diagram. As we see here, I changed the normally open to the normally close at the ladder diagram. Firstly, when we press the start button, the lamp will not turn on. That means there are no current flow. When we press the start and stop button simultaneously, the lamp will turn on. Even when I release the start button, it will still turn on. When I release the stop button, and there are no flow anymore. For the conclusion, when we use the normally close button, we need to use normally open on the diagram here. That's all from me. Thank you.